Very good morning, my dear friends. This is ariseroby, and today we are going to see about the 3 tips to cope up with stress according to Greek philosophy. Yes, my dear friends, if you have not subscribed ariseroby, kindly subscribe and let's move on to the 3 tips to cope up with stress. Yes, my dear friends, your daily life and stress. Our daily life could have been hectic and also overwhelming. Sometimes we could not cope up with stress and anxiety. Both are big challenges for each and everyone, right from a kid, a student, a homemaker, a person who is working in an office politics. Everything is a big war and a battle that you have to fight over it. But if you have hope to live a happy and successful life, you can break all these stress and anxiety. It turns out to be a pretty stressful life even in ancient times. You see, actually, the Greeks actually practiced Stoicism, a school of Greek philosophy which was founded by Zeno of Citium. This had timeless wisdom to offer to cope up with stress. It was such an amazing thing that it has just 3 steps: premeditation, skipping the meals, and act as if you are not stressed. That is shifting your state of mind. So that is what we are going to see about the 3 steps, how we are going to implement to tackle stress and anxiety in our day-to-day life. Yes, Stoicism is an incredible level of practicality. It has an unconventional wisdom, but it has been misunderstood as dry pessimism. It is not dry pessimism, whereas we are pre-prepared. We are prepared for the unexpected things. We are prepared for the odds that would happen. We are proactive to things, to the problems that may occur which we don't expect. So this is something amazing, unconventional wisdom for navigating the challenges in our day-to-day life which we face and which we come across with person, with things, with incidents, and it is so many scenarios that we can say. And as well as it is also applicable to the present world. You see, actually Marcus Aurelius had a wonderful quote about it. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Yes, you have power over your mind. It is not from something outside, it just needs to come and have an impact on you. It is something that you need to realize and you will find an amazing strength which would be there within yourself. And that is what we come up with, these 3 ideas of how to cope up with stress according to this Greek philosophy. Yes, the very first one is premeditate. This premeditation is one of the most powerful of the Stoic tools for coping with stress. We would have heard about meditation, that what is about this premeditate? Yes, it is the practice of visualizing the future. You need to focus about the future in a different format. It would be typical. That is, you are thinking about the day ahead and imagining all the bad things that could happen. The bad things, again, I would just explain. The bad things in the sense you are preparing for the unexpected things. It is not something about negativity. It is not something about pessimism. But whereas you prepare yourself, you are proactive for things which may not occur as you have expected. This is so powerful because it puts things in perspective. We tend to blow things in your mind and make them appear much larger than really. That is, to put it very simple, sometimes when you think about the odds and you are already prepared for something, the odd ones, for unexpected things that are going to happen, then again coming back to the reality and thinking that, whoa, it's not something that it is going to strike it up. This is so simple. So that is what is the state of mind where you go back and think about the odd ones and then coming back to the reality. by imagining all of the worst things that could happen, you come back down to earth and realize the present. So let me just give you a very good, nice example for this. For example, tomorrow you have a job interview. Two things that may happen is you will not get the job and you will get the job. When you get the job, you get appreciation for the luck, for your hard work, for your smart work, everything. But at the same time, it is all under your control, and don't get too rocky and cocky with this. So this is on one side. But what here premeditation is something you focus on things that sometimes when things are not going well, negative visualization. That is be prepared for the unexpected things. Suppose you will not get the job. Remind yourself it is not the end of the world. Keep in mind your self-worth does not depend on this. And at the same time, ask yourself, did you do everything under your control? Yes. 3 things. Again, remind yourself it is not the end of the world. Remind yourself there will be other jobs also. So when you think negatively, you also focus something more positively. You prepare yourself that you have control about things. You have control about whatever it is going to happen. So ask yourself, did you do everything under your control? If it is yes and if it is no. If it is yes, accept the outcome with equanimity. And if it is no, see that you do better next time. So this is what is negative visualization. This is what is premeditation. Such a wonderful thing. Why don't you practice? Yes, this is a very first layer of the Stoic principle. The second one is skip meals, a unique practice you see in day-to-day life as far as the present scenario is being concerned, and that too during this amazing science and technological world with a lot of changes. We need to take care of our body. But see, listen here, it's not something with the veg and non-veg, that is not the thing. But what Stoic principle says that skip meals. Skip meals in the sense you have a control about yourself. Mastering one's appetite is the very foundation of training in self-control. So you need to practice to skip meals. See here, in India, they have a cultural practice, the custom of fasting. And even Muslims, they used to have fasting. And even Christians, they do have fasting during their Lent days. And this is one thing called skipping your meals. Nowadays, the youth, each and everyone have been moved to junk foods. They pollute themselves, they pollute their body, they pollute their immunity because of their junk foods. So the timing, they skip up. And Topi told us, what is that one thing that we get because of skipping your meals? Yes, you energize yourself. You take it into control, everything. And what you need to do is show gratitude, my dear friends. Show gratitude towards things. How to show gratitude and what to show gratitude? That would be your question. The gratitude in the sense, what you are having, the food, where it comes. And at the same time, the self-control are required to manage stress at its root and identify, ignore, uproot, instead as just dealing with it as it comes. So to be very clear about it, a story, and then what Epictetus say about it is, Epictetus used to say to a student, the right way to eat is the same as the right way to live. A wonderful thing. The right way to eat is the same as the right way to live. Just be cheerful, equable, temperate, and orderly. He meant that meals embody the principles and the disposition of the person who eats them. And moreover, food means choices. Choices mean a chance to fulfill our principles. Just think for a while, my dear friends. Being thankful, eating just what you need, tipping out some generously, caring about where it comes from and how it go there. Think over it. It is all under your control. For example, nowadays it has been a very big question about the agriculture, where the food comes from, what is going to happen in the world, and we are gifted for a wonderful meal. And at the same time, when you skip meals, you know about the importance, the eminence, the predominant thing that we are able to taste today. And all these things happen only when you are able to skip a day meal. Yes. What Stoicism says is recognize what you can and cannot control. For example, there would be some people who cannot skip even one meal a day, who cannot skip even one particular food. Try to skip that particular thing which you really want, which you really need about it. For example, you are very much interested towards sweet. Try to avoid skip for a day. In case if you are very much interested towards non-veg, try to skip at least for a day. You determine your reaction to a crisis. Ignore people dominated by their own negative emotions. Master yourself and aim to be virtuous. Live to move on, my dear friends. Live to move on with this. It all makes you to have the control within yourself. Everything will be under your control. And the third one is shift yourself to the state that you are not being stressed. Yes, it is quite difficult. It is quite difficult that people actually they cannot act as if that they are being stressed. We would be showing some sort of reaction to all the stress and anxiety with the day-to-day events that would occur. And as simple as this sounds, actually what scientific evidence would show that things like our body language react more eminently, because our body language gives a lot of communication than your words. So what you need to do is do some facial massage or some sort of facial exercises. Smile, because smile is a small curve, but it makes many things straight. It can make you to come out of their stressful mental state. It can make you happier. It can make your stress less. It can make you more confident. And moreover, Stoics understood that when experiencing a heavy emotion or mental state, just like anger, stress, anxiety, by adapting these kind of behavior, have a laugh, have a smile, and try to switch on from that particular state where you're being stressed. So by applying all these things, that is, your mind comes under your control, and moreover you prepare yourself, the body gets prepared, and at the same time you are able to have a self-control within yourself. This is how you need to practice yourself to reduce your stress, to come out of anxiety, to live your life peacefully, happily, and ecstatically. Yes, my dear friends, thank you for watching this video. Stay with us connected by subscribing ariseroby, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. Yes, we'll also see in the next video about what is pre-meditation alone, with all such examples and how you need to practice in your day-to-day life, because pre-meditation is a vast arena. So let's just see about pre-meditation in the upcoming video with suitable examples, how you need to practice about it. And at the same time, pre-meditation is not something which focuses upon pessimism. It is not dry pessimism, whereas you are getting prepared for the unexpected things. You are getting prepared for the odds you may face. You are going to be proactive for all the problems with a solution in prior what is going to happen. Yes. Thank you so much, my dear friends. Bye-bye.